Good morning, my fellow veterans, and welcome to the Veterans Advice Hub. My name is Bill Kelly, and today I'd like to talk to you about service-connected disabilities. I often get a question, particularly from younger veterans, that goes something like this. Should I put in for a VA disability claim? I don't really feel I deserve it. I'm fine. Okay, maybe you are fine, and that's great. If you went through your military service, whether it was for one enlistment or an entire career, and you came out the other end, and you're as good as you went in, good for you. But let's face it, most of us don't fall into that category. Military life is hard. It takes a toll, mind, body, and soul. The things that they ask you to do, the things that you have to deal with, the environment that you have to work in, the danger and risk that you place yourselves and your buddies in, all have an impact. Some are more profoundly impacted than others. Sometimes it's very obvious that a veteran has a disability, has an impact on their life, and needs our support. Most of us, however, don't really show what our issues are. Most of them are kind of internal to ourselves, and we have to figure out for ourselves, is this a chronic issue that's going to impact me the rest of my life, and was it caused because of something that happened to me, something I witnessed, something I experienced, something I was exposed to while I was in the service? If in good faith you can say yes to that question, then I think you have grounds for at least an evaluation by the VA for a service-connected disability. So how does that work? You put in a claim form with the VA. They look at it. They pull up your medical record. They try and find the incident, the issue, the cause of whatever it is that's impacting you. And then they will make a determination. Sometimes they need a little bit more information, and they schedule an examination called a C&P exam, or a compensation and pension examination. This is usually at a VA facility with a VA doctor, and they'll essentially give you a physical and look at those medical issues that you're claiming. And they make an evaluation based on direct observation. So they're going to look in the medical record and say, oh yeah, guy rolled his ankle falling out of a truck, and now I clearly see that he walks with a limp. And maybe we'll get an x-ray, maybe whatever they do, they're going to evaluate it and give you an answer. So I say yes. If you feel like there's an issue and it's a chronic issue you're going to have to deal with the rest of your life, then yes, put in a claim. The worst they can do is tell you no. But if they tell you yes, then it's about degree of impact. That's where you get the percentages. You hear 10%, 20%, 30, 50, 80, 100% disabled. Again, it doesn't mean that you're disabled in the classic sense. It means that you're impacted, and that impact is compared to a standard, and that standard scores out at a number, and that number relates to how much your compensation is. Your claim is not going to impact at all the veteran who is sitting in the wheelchair and really needs the support. It has nothing to do with the other veteran. It's internal to yourself. You can get a claim even if you don't deserve one. Well, that's not true either, because you're going to be evaluated. In fact, most veterans are on the other side of that argument. They're trying to convince the VA that my claim is service-connected, and the VA takes a hard stance and says, no, it's not, or you haven't proved it well enough. So believe me, unless it's a very clear service connection, you are going to have to provide evidence. You are going to have to justify it, and you're going to essentially have to make that connection for the VA. And that'll be the subject of another video. So in the short term, the answer to the question is, it depends. You should put in a VA disability claim if in good faith you feel you are negatively impacted by something that happened to you while you were in service. At the end of the video, in the comment section, I'll post a couple of links that can help you think about this a little bit more. And then if you want to put in a claim, I'll provide some information on where to go. In a nutshell, you can do it directly through the VA. You can do it through your local veteran service officer where you live, or you can do it through one of the large veteran service organizations like the VFW, Disabled American Veterans, or American Legion. They all have people that can help you. I hope you found this video informative, and please post any comments or questions you have, and I will try and get back to you. Thank you very much, and thank you for your service.